As we're approaching this half-year mark and the semester break, I thought it would be a good time to give you an update and tell you a little bit more about where we're heading next year, especially that part because re-enrollment starts next Monday. But we're just really thankful to be still in school and obviously not having any cases of COVID, and we hope to keep it that way. The word from the state leadership in education is keep kids in school, get them there if they're not, and so we're gonna go forward with that and stay the course. So there's the update on that part. Let's talk a little bit though about re-enrollment and some of the changes for next year. Some really good ones, I think. One in regard to auction. Auction is has been, as you know, everybody participate, or you can opt out and pay extra tuition for years, as long as I've known. That's the way we've operated auction, because it covers part of our expenses for the school year, every school year, and it's always been just enough what we've needed, and we've always been very thankful for that. But best practices for private schools is that tuition and fees would cover the entirety of operation expenses. And so we've been moving that direction, and I think we are there. So next year, no one will be compelled to do auction. You won't have to opt out. Everyone will just pay tuition as tuition. Tuition prices have increased a bit, not dramatically, but if it's a hardship for you, you can always talk to me and opt into auction, and I'll roll back your tuition prices to this year's tuition prices, because I really don't want it to be a hardship for anyone. So you'll see that I've attached to the email the new tuition prices. So auction, no opt-out, no opt-out fee. Good news. We'll still have an auction and a dinner. It'll be scaled back somewhat, but hopefully you'll still participate to a certain extent, just because you love the school. But the proceeds pretty much will go to special projects and special things we want to do, as it should. So very excited for that announcement. Also, volunteer hours. Without auction, there'll be fewer opportunities for volunteer hours. We'll still need people for recycling and helping teachers with class parties, those kinds of things. Spring cleaning, it's always really helpful to get a group of parents to help during spring cleaning, and we'll still need those. But I did back off the volunteer hours to 10 and the opt-out fee $150. So good news there as well. Things I thought you should know before you re-enroll for next year. Attached to the email, you'll also find the steps to re-enrollment. Tried to streamline that process a bit, so you don't have to deal with printing hard copies and getting them signed and getting them back, because sometimes it's just not as convenient. So what we've done is 3 steps. Number 1, go to GradeLink. The Re-enroll Me tab will be on the left side starting next Monday, February 1st. That's the first day that you can start re-enrollment. Fill that out, follow the steps to fill out that and submit it. Once we see that you've submitted re-enrollment for next year, then we will send you a packet of forms that need to be signed with 1 signature, and we'll do it via e-sign this year and see how that goes. I've not done that before, so we'll see how it goes. But we'll send you a little packet of paperwork to be e-signed. You send that back to us, pay your $75 fee, and you can do that now on our website under the More tab, islandchristianacademy.com. Under the More tab, there's a place for donations and payments. Now, I would request that you really only use that for paying your re-enrollment fee and not regular tuition, because of course there is a cost associated with it. But if you can pay regular tuition that way, but we ask that you add a 3.5% convenience fee. So. Or you can pay in your normal way, whatever that is that you pay for tuition. You can still do that with your re-enrollment fee. And then once we get all 3 of those things in place, you'll receive an email that says your child is re-enrolled and their seat is saved for next year. Because February 8th, we open enrollment for families that are not currently at ICA. If you have a student who is not currently enrolled, but a sibling of a student who's currently enrolled, you can add them next week as well. There's a an option to add a student on your GradeLink account, and you can do that next week before we open it to the general public. And I would encourage you to get your re-enrollment done as soon as possible, because I already have more inquiries for January than I've ever had before. I have tours, one today, one Friday. I've got tours stacking up. And even if everyone re-enrolled who is currently here, I already have some classes that are overfilled. So I'm going to get to be creative on use of classroom space and configurations for next year. So I'd appreciate prayers, and it's going to be a fun puzzle. So get your enrollment in. I'm looking forward to the second half of this year, even as we're preparing for the next. As always, it's a pleasure to be part of your child's education and a part of your family in some small way. The staff and I really love what we do, being able to introduce students to the Creator and then showing them the world through His eyes. That's kind of a really simple way of saying what we do here. We lead people to Jesus and help them to see the world as He would see it. That's our goal. It's a great privilege. So thanks for being a part of ICA. As always, if you have questions or thoughts, you're welcome to contact me via email or phone call, and we'll chat. So have a great day.